I'm Sharon.
Hey, and I'm Gary.
And we're Rough Road RV Life.
We like looking at freedom.
That's why he's cleaning his glasses.
So I can see some freedom. God knows I can't see without them.
So where has freedom brought us today?
We are in Fort McAllister State Park, Georgia, close to a little south of Savannah. July 6th, 86 degrees outside right now, sunny.
That's why the air conditioner is cranked up full blast.
Yeah. Plus we just got in the car and it's hot in here.
Right. We were thinking this morning it might be a little cooler here than Florida, but
Nope.
maybe it was just because it was this morning.
Yeah, supposed to get a thunderstorm later on. So we're going to go do a park review here. And this park's a large park, spread out all over. And there's a fort here too.
Yeah, it's a lot to see here. We're sad we're only here for 2 days, but we are taking notes for our next trip through this area.
Yeah, we got here last night and there was deer all over. Just walking down the drive roads here and in the campground.
And they just look at you.
Yeah.
Our dogs were losing their mind.
Yeah, they lost it.
Yeah. They got to work on their ability to handle seeing a deer. They got to work on that. And usually the deer run and then they're over it, you know. But the deer weren't running. They were just like, oh, going back to eating my grass now, while our dogs continue to have a meltdown. But anyway, we're gonna drive around here and check this out.
Yeah, Fort McAllister Historic State Park. Standing here in front of the cannon, and we're getting ready to do a review of this big park, and we're going to head that way. Speed limit is 8, not 10.
I think the bottom line is go slow. So even though we went north, we still have the lovely Spanish moss hanging down. And we're still in the south, y'all.
Redbird Creek Trail, family group shelter, camper registration.
Well, let's go check out the Redbird Creek Trail. I think it dead ends into a parking lot.
Maybe.
We don't know.
If I remember right on the brochure, the Redbird Creek Trail can be as much as 3.1.
I'm going to be checking out that a little later. We've got to do everything we want to do today before 5 o'clock when the big rains come.
She has a lot to do before later.
Yeah. I had to cram a week's worth of fun into today. No parking. There's the trail right there.
So this is something here. Looks like a group
pavilion of some sort, like a meeting room. All right, now I'm like doubly excited to check out this Redbird Creek Trail. That's really pretty. Right through that area, right there. Redbird Creek Trail. Okay, I'm thinking if you're going to hike the Redbird Creek Trail, you're supposed to park over there. Because I see this little post says Redbird Creek Trail, 0 miles. So it starts here, which this is a really pretty walk down in here. The museum is in the ranger station and the fort is behind that, and that property behind it. And they have a very nice system set up. If you were coming here in the COVID times, they had the packets out on the bulletin board, and you just find your packet with your name on it, and it has your park pass and the map, information, everything you need. And this is a gated campground. So it closes as soon as you go through it. And you have to have that gate code.
Pioneer camping.
Right over here. I think that's for groups.
And this is the entrance road. Nice and wide and level. No bad shoulders on the side.
nice woods to start with. And then you go out across the marsh areas. So we'll see that in just a minute.
The marshlands are tidal. So we're coming up to
These are cottages.
cottages. Let's go see cottages.
That way.
That way.
The cottages are $175 to $200 per night, but they sound like they're pretty nice. 2-bedroom, 2 full baths,
TV.
linens, yeah, TV, linens, soap provided.
Kitchen's provided.
Yep, kitchen, everything in your kitchen. So basically all you have to do is show up. So here are the cabins.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, these are some of the nicer cabins we've seen, right?
I would say.
Very nice. Overlooking the marsh. Okay.
You get to carry everything upstairs.
A vacation and a workout. So they do have a handicap accessible cabin here. Nice little ramp going up. That's cabin number 1.
All right. Picnic tables, barbecue grills, fire rings.
I think I read that they sleep 8. Okay, here's that little drive along the marsh area. I walked Luna along here last night. Very pretty, very peaceful. We watched a storm come in from way afar.
You're gonna get wind noise.
Isn't that pretty? What's really cool is our campsite backs right up to that. Okay, entering the campground.
This is Savage Loop.
The trails are right over
Here
there.
we have Magnolia Trail. There we are. These are pull-through sites.
Very nice sunset we saw last night.
There's an outer loop here and an inner loop.
So last night, there were deer all like behind this fenced area right there. Behind RVs. It's pretty amazing.
And there were deer everywhere.
Yeah, we finally turned around because there were deer crossing the road in front of us. We're like, you know what? We're just going to go back the other way. So
We're in site 2. There's site 11 off to the right there.
it's a nice site.
Pull through.
Yep. If
Site
you-
13 coming up here. Sites are a little bit older, as you can see. They're kind of gravelly. That one's kind of hilly.
If you decide to kayak, make sure you check the tides because you don't want to get caught out there in the mud. If you paddled up in here, which had nice water a while ago, you can find yourself in this mud and mire and muck.
18 over here might be harder to get, but that's a big site. It's a windy, lumpy visitor parking and boat ramp.
So check that out.
So we're gonna go that way. See what. They're not nice paved roads. It's
No, but see, I like that.
bumpy, gravelly road.
I like the rustic feel of gravel roads. It's more natural. Of course, expect to bump more, right?
And they have a kayak rental here, canoe rental, paddleboard rental, and bicycle rental.
Yeah.
So we bumped our way back here to the boat ramp. So I'm going to park right here. We're going to get out and walk a little bit here. Canoes, kayaks, paddleboards, boat ramp. Let's look at the boat ramp. There you go.
Life jacket, loaner station.
Okay, so this would be the boat ramp into the river. Ogigi River, or something like that. Then off to our left here, you will see where you could dock your boats, and there's a catwalk going out. You can fish off the pier there. It's another little pier here.
Nice.
Nice.
I like the breeze out here.
It's that salty breeze.
I know, I love it. I mean, I knew this was near the coast, but I didn't realize like it would be salty.
Got some pavilions here.
Swings, picnic areas, grills.
So we're gonna bounce our way back out of here. Deer Run tents only.
Okay, well, I was surprised that they had tent camping if the bathrooms are closed, but it looks like maybe the bathroom over here in the tent area is open. Well, it's really pretty back up in here. You can see a tarp over there. There are some tent campers here.
Most of the sites to me look like they're on the inside here.
They are. All the tent sites are on the inside. Do you see water?
There's a nature trail.
That's where we came out this morning. So that explains it.
That's where we came out.
Yeah, that is the loop.
Okay, so that's the tent area, and we just went through the camping area.
A lot of birds here this morning. Today. Love it. Trash is right here. And dump station is coming up here on my right.
Right there.
Right there.
At the travel trailer sanitary station.
Yep. And then that is the road straight ahead there that we just came in on. But we're gonna go around and take a real quick peek at the other RV travel trailer loop. Okay, this is Raccoon Way.
Site 19.
Now these are, is that a primitive site? No, there's electric and water.
These are much just like grass sites.
Yes. This campground has premium sites and standard sites. The standard sites have 30 amp and no sewer. The premium sites have 50 amp with sewer. They have handicap sites. I see ADA sites, 1 and 2. I know the premium sites, $42 a night. I want to say the standard sites were $33.
Site 33, site 35, there's site 37, and somewhere there, 38.
Now the cool thing about these sites, I'm thinking, is deer were all over this place.
These are dirt sites.
Okay, so that's the campground loops. Just a glimpse at some of the campsites.
Yep.
And we're going to head over and see if we can get a peek at the fort. If you visit the fort, There is a charge to get in. I don't even know if it's open right now with COVID.
We're going to go find out. So we're going to head back out, back down the entrance road here, and go back to the ranger station. Here we are, day use area. The shelter. It's like a tower back here, observatory. Back over to this way, we've got a picnic playground, bathrooms, and there's the river.
So this is the fort area. Do they have anything still here is what I want to know. So the sign says,
pay admission before entering fort. Do not climb
Earthworks.
Over there.
So what we know about this is that it played a part in the Civil War, and this is where Sherman ended his march to the sea, right?
Yep.
So, as history buffs as we are, even if this is open, we will not be going, although I don't see huge crowds, do you?
No, I don't really see a lot to see.
No, it looks like just the grounds to walk around on.
Yeah.
There's a informational kiosk over there. I think admission is $9 a person.
I actually thought there was a fort standing here.
Maybe it's the site of the fort.
Fort site.
And you can see, walk over here and you can see, I see people. There might be a fort over there. I guess that will be the question we will answer. Is there a fort? Because I see a hill. Somebody running down the hill. But it's $9 entrance, $8 for 62 and over, and I believe there's a lesser cost for children. And the museum is right in here. It also includes a museum, though, that admission. Well, there is this.
We have cannons and chains.
Giant chains. So fascinating learning about
destruction of the CSS Nashville.
The swift Confederate blockade runner Nashville, renamed Rattlesnake, was destroyed by the monitor Montauk, February 28, 1863, after she went aground on a sandbar.
Of the Ogeechee River.
Okay, there's the river right there.
Ogeechee.
Ogeechee. Ogeechee. Or it's Ogeechee. Or it's Ogeechee. We don't know. We'll have to consult Google. Okay. Well, cool. So they have these little artifacts here. Well, we're going to leave Fort McAllister State Park. We're mostly packed up in here. Let me show you what that looks like. It's not exactly pretty, but it's what you have to do to travel. Hey, Terra. Terra's waiting and ready. We got Luna's bed right there. All of our dashboard pretties right in that basket. I have to pile stuff in this chair where one of the girls will get in it and I won't have a place to sit. And Terra's spot is right over there. So if I say, Terra, go get in your spot. Go get in your spot. That's what she does. She's a good traveler. She just goes to sleep and has no problem. Good girl, Terra. Good girl. Yes. Now, Flower, on the other hand, that's where she sleeps. And she'll either stare at me or Gary the whole entire trip. And already the nervousness has taken over. Right, Luna? But it's going to be okay. I promise it's going to be okay. And then all these items we store right by our couch or up on our bunk. It's our storage shelf when we stop, along with the guitars. So that will come down and we'll store our items up there. Kitchen is packed away. None of this stuff here moves, so we just kind of tuck it up in here. And we put all our furniture right along here, and that also helps block the refrigerator. We have our rug picked up, and our giant dog bed, which Luna will retreat to until we go to leave. Check out this view here though. This is site number 2. It's just beautiful. Love it. Okay, all our guitars get piled on the bed along with our other plants, and our fan is taken down, so that'll ride like that. And that's about it. Doesn't take that long to put everything back in order. Are you still in your spot? I'm sorry. I told you a little prematurely, didn't I, girl? Yeah. So we have seen deer right out the front here, right out the back, and right out the side. So if you have prey-driven dogs like we do, just be forewarned. There are deer and armadillo here. There may be some meltdowns.
We're getting ready to leave Fort McAllister State Park in Georgia. It's about 30 miles south of Savannah, Georgia. We stayed here a couple of nights, and it's been a nice couple of nights stay here. The sites here are kind of on the older side. They're dirt and broken gravel.
But we were level.
It's been a pretty good stay here. The site that we're at is a premium site. Has water, 50 amp service, and sewer. The other sites, the regular sites, are 30 amp and water, no sewer, and then tents. And since we're here still in COVID era, the restrooms are closed here except for, I believe, the tent area. The main office station, which has the museum in it, it's closed. They do have bicycle, kayak, paddleboard, and canoe rentals, but
right, and that we're not really sure. We just couldn't get in the...
We can't get in there to rent anything.
Right, we tried the door. The door's locked.
Right.
There's
as
no
far
contact.
as bike riding and hiking, there's 2 trails here in the park. The Magnolia Trail, a little over a mile, and the Redbird Creek Trail, a little over 3 miles if you do all the sections. The boat ramp up here is where there's a playground. There's also a playground in the daycare area. But our Verizon service here worked great. We had no problems with phones or data. We saw lots of deer here, I mean right in the campground, and armadillo, some squirrels. So there's some wildlife here. Seems to be a good fishing area for the fishing people. And like I said, we stayed here 2 days. We're getting ready to head out to Florence, South Carolina, staying at a Cracker Barrel overnight tonight. At least the food will be good. But my wife cooks good food, but Cracker Barrel's Cracker Barrel food, you know.
It's a treat.
Big boys like me like some Cracker Barrel.
Like we said in our budget
Yeah.
video, food, fuel, and fees, we don't eat out much. We just said we don't go out to eat much, and now we're going to go eat at Cracker Barrel.
We might get takeout. She's a little...
Hey, just practicing COVID safety guidelines. COVID safety guidelines.
Right.
Following the precautions for ourselves and for others.
So anyway, we're going to wrap it up and head down the road. Checkout time here is noon, so we're pushing it, but that's okay. We only have 3.5, 4 hour drive.
Well, we're within our 200-mile range
Right.
this time.
So this is Gary with Rough Road RV Life. Sharon's behind the camera. We like looking at freedom. Safe travels. Maybe we'll see you on the road. Take care.
It's a great day for fishes. fishes, frogs, and I don't know, what's another F word that lives in the water? Fungus.